Shalom, this is part 2 of Signs of the Time. All right, so you got the, chaos pretty much going on based on the signs of the times of in heaven, right? You got the perplexity, the stress of nations. You got the anarchy. You got protests. Things that are a reflection of things happening in the heavens. Okay, so that's why you lift up your heads for redemption and draw nigh. Also, the chariot sightings. Okay, you got chariots, a lot of so-called UFO activity happening more and more and more. These are also signs of the time because they're in the heavens. Okay, and speaking of the end, and speaking of the perplexity and all these things and events that's going to happen in conjunction with the planets, the stars, and the sun and the moon, let's go ahead and bring out 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, starting at verse 1. It says, He answered me and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. All right, so there were a lot of signs that needed to be passed. Even parts of the sign being passed. You'll be able to see through the times that it's getting closer and closer. We're getting closer and closer and closer to the day of the Lord, to the year of our redemption. That's why it says, look up, lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Remember, it's also not only for Jacob's trouble, which is coming on the earth as well. It's the year of the Lord's redeemed. Okay. So it says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right. So just going back to the first verse, it says, when thou seest part of the signs past, right? You think of the heavenly signs as well, the celestial body language of the sun and the moon and the stars, making their, sending out their message as well as the prophets, basically prophesying the times to come. All right. And, those signs that were passed are these blood moons. Okay. All of these blood moons, all of these total solar eclipses. Okay. And I think that's a word. Eclipses, right? The plural form of eclipse. Because we have several that's happened in the past hundreds of years, honestly. Right. But things are getting closer, you can tell by the uproars of the people. All right. And matter of fact, let's keep going. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Okay, there has been an increase in earthquakes all over the world in the past, 50 to 100 years. At least, I guess maybe I've been paying attention more. But I've noticed that there has been a lot more earthquakes, right? There has been a lot more uproars of the people. People are, finally they're standing up against the governments of this world and other countries, especially. There's a lot of anarchy, a lot of sedition among men, talks of civil wars, rumors of wars. There's a lot of proxy wars, cold wars, cyber wars, just a lot of different type of wars. These are also uproars of the people. People are up in arms pretty much in the world, all over the world. Different economic ruins is taking place. Just, a lot of people are fighting back and standing up for themselves against the powers that be. All right. Verse 4, it says, and I just want to make a point, this verse 3 goes back into Luke 21 and I believe 25, what I was talking about, the distress of the nations with perplexity and the sea and waves roaring. Okay. The sea also represents the people, and they're roaring. These are the uproars of the people in the world. Okay. It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right. Remember declaring the end from the beginning. All right. Also remember at the end it shall speak. Habakkuk 2 and 3. All right. So this the prophecy is basically speaking. It's speaking louder than actions speak louder than words, and these prophecies are coming in motion. They're in motion, I should say. So they're very active. It's a lot of high spiritual activity going on the earth as well. Due to these prophecies coming to pass, people are starting to be more aware, and actually it is disrupting the agenda of this this new world government that they're trying to bring quickly. Remember, Satan hath but a short time. I'm roughly paraphrasing. He know that he has a short time, right? So he's trying to implement these things as quick as possible. He got a lot more enchantments on the people, a lot more policies and rules and bills and laws being changed, the Constitution being changed. The way we use science and technology, with the government and the politics is all changing. All right. So these are the way that the prophecy is speaking. Okay. Verse 5, it says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Okay. So remember declaring the end from the beginning. So these things are manifesting right before our eyes. If you have the if your eyes are open, if you are awake, then you can see these things come into pass, right? You got all the countries, especially the Gog and Magog, flexing their nuclear might. You got the weak countries saying that we are strong. They've turned their plowshares into and pruning hooks into swords and arrows. And I'm speaking of nuclear weapons. You got smaller nations. They're basically teaming up with the larger nations. It's just a lot of tension, a lot of friction between the world powers, the world superpowers. All right. So as you can see, this ain't not gonna be a boots on the ground and hand-to-hand combat type of war that's pretty much on the rise. It's going to be more so a press a button and you just end everything type of thing. All right. So this is the end that has been prophesied through all the prophets talking about the end. All right. And also just the whole point is that when you see these signs in the heavens, you see that it's the signs of the time. All right. Messages are written in the heavens. All right. So look, verse 6, it says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, right? Which means perfect or wholesome. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings in effects and signs. Okay. The endings are in effects and signs. So you see the effects of a lot of things coming to pass. You see the knowledge has increased, and you see the effect of that knowledge increase, and you see a lot more degeneracy, a lot more people depending on technology and artificial intelligence, and you see the signs as well, the endings and the signs. You can see a lot more, a lot more people are speaking on these things, and it's out of control. Pretty much, it's out of their control, but it's in the Most High's hands. Okay. All right. So remember, there's a time and a purpose for every work. All right. That's why it says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. All right. So there's a time and a purpose for every work. There's a time and a purpose for every solar eclipse, every lunar eclipse, every blood moon, whether it be supernovas or any other phenomenons in heaven that we see, that we can observe with the naked eye, right? Where you don't even have to look through a telescope. These things are just, be able to be seen with the naked eye. Okay. All right, let's go to Matthew 24. And let's just see what's happening leading up to these, the day of the Lord. All right, this is Matthew 24, verse 29. It says, immediately, this is YAHAWASHI speaking. It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days, speaking of, the ending, like you got Jacob's trouble coming up on the rise, the implementation of the under the skin surveillance, I should say. You also you just got a lot of different system infrastructure set up in which you have to merge yourself with this technology to participate in society. And if not, then you pretty much are you will be useless to the powers that be. All right, it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. All right, so this, this could be looked at as twofold as well, talking about the powers that be, because we know that these these elites, they are also set themselves in they're in a heavenly state, and they set themselves above all the people in the world to govern the world as well. All right, so verse 30, it says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. All right, so even the appearance, of the Son of Man is a sign, letting you know that, okay, this kingdom that we are involved in on the earth right now is about to come to a closing. It's about to be destroyed. And the Son of Man, he's going to be coming with thousands and thousands and thousands of his saints, thousands of, the hosts of heaven. He's going to be coming in clouds in his majesty and his glory, right? That's going to be a very wonderful, fearful, and great sign, coming on the earth, to see, the Son of Man in heaven. Like, right, remember, we talking about the signs of the time, right? Once you see this, then you'll know that, okay, we here, it's pretty much, people are gonna bug out. All right. If you think people are, excited and dismayed at the solar eclipses and these super wolf blood moons and super flower moons and all these other reputable signs in heavens to let you know that the Son of Man is on the way. then how much more when he actually, comes with them clouds, which the chariots, all right? And every eye shall see. Okay? So the tribulation, another point is the tribulation, right? The Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, right? It's gonna it leads up to the signs of the times, right? That's how you also know that we were getting closer and closer when things start to get to the point where either you're going to depend on this system in order to live and enjoy what little draconian, not enjoy what little draconian, but enjoy life under the rule of that draconian rule. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll understand that, oh yeah, it's Lord got to come back, right? As you can see, it's a lot of BS going on anyway. The food is getting more defiled, right? More freakism in the world. Just a lot of folly and madness, okay? So the tribulation leads up to the signs of the times. Then the Son of Man is going to appear. YAHAWASHI is going to appear from the chariots to judge the earth. So then, he's going to lay that hammer down. All right, let's go back to 2nd Ezra. This time, chapter 6, verse 18, it says, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. All right, anytime you see visit, that's, it's the time of judgment. The Lord was always visiting, whether it be in the 3rd or 4th generation, whether it be in another lifetime, or whether it be, every day, judgment is commenced, it's brung out. All right, it says, and behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. You are upon the earth, you're an inhabitant of the earth, you are a earthling. Okay, so the days is coming. We are in those days actually. It says, and will begin to make, my fault. And will begin to make inquisition of them, right? He's going to be searching out. He's going to be examining. It's going to be a lot of people who may get, passed over, or people who are going to get judged. All right. It says, and will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, right? Our oppression, right? He's going to make, actually, the inquisition is being made now. Esau Edom, he's caught red-handed. His fingerprints is all over, it's like this whole earth is a crime scene. You see his fingerprints all over, and you see that he's the one that has been destroying the earth. He's the one that has been afflicting the chosen, the elect. He's been afflicting the righteous, Esau Edom, the wicked. All right, with all his policies and all his unjust decrees, unrighteous decrees, and so on and so forth. And there's just a long list, right? In fact, the whole Bible is a testimony against him, pretty much. It says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. All right, the tokens are signs. It says, the book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. All right, so everybody is seeing right now the testimony that's against, even people who don't really necessarily subscribe to the Bible. This book is being opened up, and especially through the internet. Okay, so people are seeing the truth. The truth is beginning to come out, or has begun to come out, and more people are starting to understand and know who the wicked is, who the son of perdition. All right, behold, the days come. So there's a day an hour, a minute. You know, there's a bound that he cannot pass until he's destroyed. All right. So let's go just to, you know, show you that this is leading up also to the judgment of Esau Edom. And this has yet to pass, but this is when the Son of Man come back, aka, you know, I really shouldn't say aka, I don't want to say aka. I'm trying to be more respectful. But you know, you got the Son of Man, which is YAHAWASHI. You know, he's coming back, and he's got unfinished business. You know, he's got business in order to take care of. He's not coming to you know, sing with everybody and hold hands with the whole earth as long as you love Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior. No, he's not coming for all of that. He's actually coming to, you know, lay that hammer down, and it's not going to be nothing nice. All right, so it says, who is this that cometh from Edom? Isaiah 63:1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? All right, this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Right, in NLT it says, it is I, the Lord, announcing your salvation. It is I, the Lord, who has the power to save. All right, so Esau, Edom, the rulers of this world, the people you see on the face of the money, the people who are in charge of giving you the privileges and the birth certificates and you know, passports and all those things alike, who has the military strength and the governments and in charge of the laws and the politics and how long you get to stay in jail, and you know, all of the pretty much the affairs of the life, you know, who controls all the resources, who pretty much has the fatness of the earth. You know, he's the one that represents Edom, the man of sin, right? And it says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Verse 2, let's see what this dyed garments, why is it dyed, whatever. Not whatever, but why is it dyed? It says, wherefore art thou red in your apparel, and your garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? All right, so he's saying it's basically looking like, you know, he just got finished stumping in some grapes. All right, and that's essentially what he's going to do. He's going to be coming back when the Son of Man, you know, comes on the earth in his majesty and his glory, right? He's coming to war. This is a you know, figurative language, like a figurative scene that we're reading right now, talking about coming through basically to destroy and to lay down that hammer. Right, he's coming to take vengeance upon the wicked. It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. Okay, so he not coming to play. It says, for the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. Right, so we're gonna get ransom. The elect, right, gonna get ransom from their oppressors. All right, so there's a day, there's a specific appointed time, a year, right, in which the Lord, he's going to come and he's going to judge the wicked, right? And these are signs of times that's coming, that's showing you these things. You know, you got the blood moons, you know, that it represents judgment. It represents, remember, red represents sacrifice, represents judgment. All right, so let's go back to Luke. Let's go to Luke 23. I'm going to show you an example. No, matter of fact, not Luke 23. Let me see. All right, let's go to Matthew 16 real quick. It's Matthew 16, verse 1. It says, the Pharisee also with the Sadducees came and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. All right. So Yahawashi answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? All right. So the Lord is speaking, you know, to the Pharisees and the Sadducees, letting know that just as well as you can read these signs in the sky, you got to know also that, you know, these prophecies are getting fulfilled, and that these are the signs of the times to come, you know, where great judgment is coming upon the earth. All right. You know, just because you got all these meteorologists, right, on the news right now, or when you wake up in the morning, you can look on the news and turn on the channel and see what's the weather going to be for the day, see what you're going to wear, you know, things of that nature. But how much more so in the spirit? How much more so, you know, the fact that we are in the last days. Okay. So you need to be getting on, you need to wake up first of all, right? And the weather that you need to prepare for is the tribulation, all right, which is a dark day, which is a gloomy day, right? You need to be putting on that the garment of righteousness, and that's in the garment, the armor of light. That's what you're supposed to be wearing for the weather that is to be coming, all right, which are the signs of the times. Is, you know, the sun is going to be darkened, the moon turning to blood. These are the signs of the times. This is to show you that you need to be getting right. Hopefully you got on the right garments, and hopefully, you know, you're prepared for the hailstorm that's coming, right? With the missiles. Hopefully you're prepared for the pestilence, the famine. You know, hopefully you're prepared to call out to the name of the Lord and his son's name. You need to be prepared for all of these things, which I'm basically comparing it to you know, weather, regular weather, and, you know, things of that nature, right? Get it? Nature. All right. So there's a storm coming. There's a disasters coming upon the earth. You got Jacob's trouble, you know, where Esau, Edom, he's coming to bring wrath on the people. He's going to be setting forth different laws to take away more of your rights. You know, it's going to be a lot of different things that are signs of the times. You know, police states. What's the other thing? Martial law. Okay. So these are some gloomy, dark days to come. You know, like dark clouds. Okay. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. Right? Because you need to be able to discern, you know, the signs of the times. If you can't, you know, you're gonna be out there with the wrong apparel on. Okay, and you're not gonna be able to weather the storm that's brewing right now as we speak. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 8:5. It said, whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. All right. So if you can discern, you know, oh, it's gonna rain. You know, some people, like, they say they feel it in their leg when it start hurting. You know, they start feeling this achiness in their bones, like I can feel it in my bones, and, you know, something is going on. You should be able to feel in the spirit that, you know, this is the time to be getting right with your power, right? The Most High, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. All right, verse 6, it says, because to every purpose there is a there is time and judgment. Therefore, the misery of man is great upon him. Okay? So pay attention. All right, the time we are living in now is called the grace period. All right, and the window actually is getting more and more narrow. We're pretty much in the eye of the storm. Okay, it's here, you know, and it's gonna get even. The magnitude is gonna be on a high level. All right, so let's see how do we discern the signs of the times, and how do you stay grounded for the times to come, such as the day of the Lord. All right, this is Isaiah 33, verse 6. It says, "In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of your times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is his treasure." All right, so this the fear of the Lord, that's what you need to be, you know, doing. And the fear of the Lord is not just, you know, you just scared, you just fear the Lord. It's through action, right? You're gonna be you're gonna have wisdom and knowledge of the commandments. You're gonna know how to apply it to your life. And, you know, you got to just basically it's seeking out the Lord, right? While he may be found. Matter of fact, Isaiah 55, verse 6, it says, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near." All right, so now is the time to be making that phone call before, you know, to get that shelter. Remember, his name is a strong tower, okay? So you need to be seeking the Lord like you're going to seek shelter in a time of a great storm that's brewing up. All right. So, you know, you may know somebody with on a physical level or carnal level. People may know somebody with bunkers, things of that nature, you know, they may call them and say, "Hey, can we come and stay in there?" But in the spiritual sense, I'm saying, you know, you're going to calling out to the Lord, because his name is a strong tower, and you're going to be able to basically be under his shadow, under his wing, you know, under him like a shelter, right? To weather the storm. All right. So you need to call now. You need to, in this grace period, that's why it says, call ye upon him while he is near. Right? Because there's going to be days that's coming, which, you know, if you're not locked in, if you haven't been tapped in, then you pretty much you naked. You know, some people say ass out, but you pretty much you have no cloak for your sin, and you're through. Okay, you know, I'm just saying, you know, you don't want to be caught out there naked. All right, let's go to Isaiah 26, and I'm just wrapping it up. Just want to give you some tips or counsel and what to do during these signs of the time. That's why I'm trying to add to the videos also to give solutions as well. All right, and so it can be intuitive, not counterintuitive. All right, it says Isaiah 26:9, "With my soul have I desired thee in the night, yeah, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early, for when your judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness." Okay, so, you know, you want to seek him early because his judgments are coming in the earth. And, you know, one way or another, they're going to learn either the easy way or the hard way, you know. And either way, the Lord, he's coming, you know, he's going to show his works. You know, he's going to show his power, you know, whether people are in unbelief or, you know, the incredulity, they have incredulity in their heart. All right. So remember, when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. All right. All right. Once again, this video has been the signs of the times and the day of the Lord. Lord willing, this was edifying.
All praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Shalom.